This is AC Starlord, aka Awesome. Welcome back to my channel. And this is the review for Toy Story 5. I will see Supergirl eventually. I saw Jackass also on the same night I saw this. So part 5 of Toy Story, my bad. Part 5 of Toy Story is a very interesting concept as this lily pad right here, as you see behind me, and you see Jesse, Woody, and Buzz Lightyear back in action. This one's more of a Jesse-centric story and how Jesse's trying to have Bonnie and Buzz Lightyear and Rex and Slinky and Mr. Potato Head and all the rest of the gang try have her bond with some type of human being or another girl or another boy or whatever to play. In the very beginning, it shows her playing, but she gets shy because the next door neighbors are twins and she doesn't know what to do. And Jesse tries to fix that, and then Jesse ends up going back to Emily's house and meets an all new girl named Blaze and thinks Blaze would be perfect because she likes to play Imagine with her toys, Imagine with them. And while the rest of the world is, the rest of the kids in the world, including Bonnie, got this lily pad, and everyone's connecting that way. And then she joined a group chat with their dance girls. They're kind of mean girls, and it kind of affects how Jesse sees technology. Also, there's a story behind that, and then there's also Buzz Lightyears that are also technology based in here too. And then you get help with Woody because she Jesse calls Woody up there for help, and then Buzz and Woody trying to also help in the situation with Bonnie, deconnecting with with this machine, but also Jesse also blames the machines and technology, but also learns from the technology and gets to learn about the technology as well in here. And I would say the general sensation of this movie is basically Jesse learning that all technology is not bad, but it can also doesn't it also beats the purpose of imagination and having fun with the toys and playing with toys because she believes toys should be played with. So it's the same thing with Woody, same thing with Buzz. And then Buzz wants also has a storyline here where Buzz wants to get with Jesse, but Jesse already like you have me forever, that kind of thing. But main subject of this is basically how technology versus imagination with toys, and especially technology versus toys. Uh, Toys are meant to be for play, and so is technology, but technology can take away from playing with the toys because you don't have imagination with that. And you see how Bonnie is shy because she doesn't make friends in the very beginning. They still don't know how to make friends because she is still likes to imagine and play with her toys. And everyone else in her age is connecting with these lily pads and or iPads or phones. But in our general sense, or in our world, that's making because it's a good theme for our world. Kids these days are not playing with a Buzz. They have toys now for Buzz Lightyear and Woody and Jesse, and they're not playing with the Ninja Turtles. They're not playing with their Spider-Mans. They're not playing with Transformers. They're not playing with Masters of the Universe toys that they made for the new Masters of the Universe movies. They're not playing with Hot Wheels. They're not playing with that. They usually are on a computer or on their phone or on the tablet, and it takes away from the imagination. Now, when I grew up and my other friends grew up, and some new ones that I have now, especially someone that's my best friend, probably played with their toys when they were younger and imagine with them. It doesn't matter if it's a doll or an action figure. They played with the toys and imagine a world for them. And as I did with Spider-Man being with the Ninja Turtles, Ninja Turtles having their own adventures with Spider-Man, or me having my own adventures with Ninja Turtles and creating my own thoughts and imagination with my thoughts of what can I do with the turtles, or what other action figures I can team up with them as they do in this movie. They show how Bonnie plays with them and Blaze plays with them with the toys. And then eventually Lily Pad figures out she messed everything up, and then Jesse and Lily Pad kind of towards the end get in an agreement like yes, there's fun times to play, and there's also time to play with technology. But so basically, the source of this movie is basically saying that yes, technology can be good once in a while, connecting with friends and playing video games on there, but also get outside of a little bit of the technology of the phones and tablets and play with your toys or play with your friends. Imagine that you also are a Power Ranger. Like I did that too when I got older. I stopped playing with toys. Still have my toys, but I imagined in elementary school with other friends when I didn't have toys around, I was a Power Ranger and me and my friends were a Power Ranger team and we took down Emperor Zurg or whatever. I mean, we took down not Emperor Zurg. We took out Lord Zed. My bad, Lord Zed. Emperor Zurg is the bad guy in here. Lord Zed and different other things. Imagination is very key for kids, and even now when we're adults, we can still have imaginations and uh, see things through that point of view. Um, because the ideas that we have in adults are still thoughts in our heads, but they also we imagine what that could be like if we had this and we had that, or if I get this raise, what would that affect my family? If you have kids, if you're or a single person, or if you're a single mother with kids, or you're a family with kids, and you get this raise, or you get something, anything, how that affect your life and your wife's kids, your kids' life, or if you're a single mother, will affect your kids' life. If I get this raise, will it make our lives better? If you're single, how much money I have to raise for getting a new car, new phone, new apartment, but your imagination helps you run that. Like if this does go through, this is what I'm going to get, and this, and it also makes you have goals, but you're imagining how that would work with those goals, or how does that work when I get this raise? It still goes on when you're an adult. It doesn't stop. But even the stuff that we have today, like we wouldn't have animated movies like this, like Toy Story, or a couple of Batman animated films, or even Spire Across Spider-Verse, or K-pop Demon Hunters, or whatever. We wouldn't have these animated movies, SpongeBob, um, SpongeBob movies, and Super Mario movie, Galaxy, and all that stuff. We wouldn't have those movies if, first of all, we don't have imagination creating those things and having those adults have the imagination to create those movies for us to enjoy, or even adults having adult cartoons like Simpsons and Bob's Burgers and Family Guy and American Dad. If we didn't have adults creating adult cartoon content as well and having their imaginations run, we want to have these things, right? We wouldn't have those things in the world. We also wouldn't have toys based on these things as well, or if you're a person that collects figures, like pop figures, or even just other figures that are like figures that are meant to be like statues and meant on display. If we didn't have those, we didn't have those people imagining what these things look like. Even superheroes and comics and stuff like that, we wouldn't have people. If people didn't have imaginations, we wouldn't have Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Flash, so on and so forth. Or if we didn't have people imagining movies like A Legally Blonde and different and John Wick and Jurassic Park and uh 21 Jump Street, that was also a TV show turned into a movie. Dracula, the classic monsters, Godzilla, anything like that, anything in that realm, if we didn't have people imagining these things and these themes, what they would be like, without imagination, we won't have those things I just mentioned. We won't even have Toy Story 1, 2, and 3, and now to this point of view of 5. If we just had technology take over everything, like it shows in this movie, and which is already kind of happening with also with AI and stuff like that, and people can't tell what's real and fake and stuff like that. Um, and everyone's on phones and stuff, and everything can be accessible on phones. Yes, we can order food easily on Uber Eats. We can or DoorDash, or we can get things off of Amazon real quick, and we can do everything from billing, we can do our taxes, paying off bills, checking our bank account. We do all this stuff, even grocery shopping, all this other stuff online through a computer, laptop, iPhone. Well, I can't see my iPhone, but because it's a green screen, iPhone, tablet, anything. We can do all that stuff accessible. That's easy for that used to be stuff that we can go to the store, and we can do that through a device called the Lily Pad or iPad that we have right now. But we can also still go to the store and go get those things. And what Jesse was learning also through technology, yeah, it's good to connect and send text messages and stuff like that. And learning how to use technology is good, but not always have the screen time. I mean, have limited your screen time, which they do show in this movie as well. But also, what Jesse learned is like, okay, well, it can be useful, but we still need this. And then the technology learns through this movie that kids still need to play with toys and other things. And towards the end of this movie, you see the two kids on next door play with Blaze and Bonnie and having a good time. But Bonnie also learns that some people are going to be mean and make fun of you because you still play with toys. And there's people out there that still make fun of you because you like these certain things as well. Even an adult or teenager or kid, they're still going to make fun of you. And they're still going to say, oh, you like this thing? Well, I'm sorry, this is not how the world works. And it's just a good lesson all the way around because I can talk on forever and ever how technology is good but also bad, but it's also bad for children. I've seen children with phones already before they even get, I mean, even when they're in elementary school or even before that, and they're learning how to use iPads way before they even go into a school system where they have computers and stuff and iPads. It's come to the age where people use the technology more. And what I loved about this movie is like, yes, Jesse, Buzz Lightyear, Woody are teaching even us adults and even young kids to go back and imagine, have fun, create. If you're a writer, write. If you're a writer, write. Or if you're a person who likes to make film, go film something. Um, if you like to physically make like bracelets and other knickknacks, or if you're a person that let's even put prayer if you prayer, and you can imagine what your prayer is going to be like, and have imagination with that. What else? Imagine what days are going to be like when you go to heaven. What else? You like to make clothes and you're like into fashion, you like making clothes. You like to draw and you draw good drawings and anime. You get my point. You could this movie's teaching you also how to still create for also for kids, it's telling you if you have toys right now, go play with your toys. Go pick up a new one, even pick up some new Buzz Lightyear toys. When I grew up, I played with Buzz Lightyear also. And I had Buzz Lightyear, my brother had Woody. We played with them. Our cousins also shot little potato guns, I mean, little potato pieces at Woody, but that was part of his imagination. He was a preteen, he got a potato gun, did the little thing, a gun inside the potato, and shot it at Woody. That was his imagination, and it was fun for him. Like I said, I mentioned when playing my Ninja Turtle toys with Batman and Spider-Man. I played that when I was a kid. It also showed the balance of the kids playing with toys and having imagination with the toys. But your imagination isn't stopped. But we have this technology that also helps us with imagination as well, the plus side, on the good side, also have imagination that can also help us with. We have technology that can help us with the imagination with the technology that we have, like iPads and Dell computers, MacBooks and cell phones, by also by AI helping us create those things sometimes, or just us doing our own thing. So that's the thing. This one has more of a message, where the other ones just, and also you get more of Jesse's origin story. I forgot about that. Like Jesse learns that um Emily had a daughter, and the daughter was named Jessie because she sat under the tree that Emily had, because she thought she was useless for not helping out Bonnie, and she finds out that Emily never forgot about her. She just grew up, and she learns that too. And her being back at her old place made her feel that way. But also Bonnie's her person, because she went from Andy to Bonnie. I mean, she went from Emily to Andy to Bonnie, and these toys will always remain, like these three toys are always going to remain to either Andy and Bonnie. But from from Woody's point of view, yeah, toys are made to play, and they are. And the Buzz Lightyear, he's just there to help out mainly. I felt Buzz Lightyear was side pieced from, I mean, like a side piece character in this, until the other Buzz Lightyears come here and be like, Star Command, Star Command, Star Command. And they found first name we called Star Command, which is Jesse. And also Woody was a little, a side character as well. You have a character named Smarty Pants and like a cell phone one and a camera. And those are fun characters. And that's like I said in my Jackass review. This also made me emotional, just like how Jackass made me emotional, because Jackass, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Jackass in here, but Jackass, we are not gonna see those wild idiots doing things anymore. And Johnny Knoxville, and Steve was asking Johnny Knoxville, like, is this the last one? He's like, this is officially the last one. And I didn't cry until the very end, because we know we're not gonna miss it. We know that we're going to miss these people, and we know that we're going to miss something that we're going to miss forever. This one, I don't know. This movie's making good money, so I think there might be a six, but who knows? I don't know what story they can go with. But like towards the end of this movie, you see Jesse and Buzz Lightyear get married, so that could be a possibility. But the reason why this made me cry is because of the simple fact that they brought back imagination back into this movie. They brought it back. And they brought you on a ride that like technology is taking over the world, but also they brought you into a ride that we have to learn that right now technology is taking over, but then also that toys are not being used, toys are not being used anymore. And then they brought it back. Okay, toys are going to be played with, and toys are going to be imagination, because these kids are now learning. At the end, these two kids that met Blaze and Bonnie, oh, we can imagine, we can play toys, but the points where Bonnie doesn't feel like playing with her toy, and at one point in the movie where she goes meet back up with the when she meets Blaze for the first time, and I got your toys right here, I got your dolls, I got your toys. She's like, well, I don't play with toys anymore, and that broke my heart. And then also at the end when she tries to give it back to her. She was also nervous that I don't play with toys anymore. But then she's like, no, no, let me play with my toys. Let me get my toys back, and let's play toys. And that's what brought me my tears and emotion, just like the Jackass, because the simple fact they brought back the imagination, and they brought it back to you, where these kids can play with toys. And the lesson at the very end is you can still use the lily pad and the match, because the lily pad was also at Buzz and Jesse's wedding as a piano. You can use that element to have her still, lily pad still be part of the imagination, play, and also have the toys play with the children with other toys involved. So I know it's a lot of ranting and stuff like that, but it was basically a whole bunch of stuff. But again, two movies made me emotional that night. One's The Last of an Era, and this one might be, or a Last of an Era, or Destiny, or I mean Dynasty. And this one might be also the last movie, but who knows? Toy Story is always going to keep living on, and we're always going to get a new Toy Story. It doesn't matter when I get older and have kids, there's going to be a Toy Story 6, 7, 8, 9, or they can reboot it from part one. Or the other movie, Jackass, is not going to have another one. Or we'll see. Because by the time I have kids, they might have all new cast, and this would be like, hey, remember this old franchise? So, yeah, same thing with Toy Story. But you get my point. This movie's great. Go see it. I'm gonna go see Supergirl next week. I'm gonna do a vlog. I already have a vlog for that. I still need to see the old Supergirl first before I do that. And I hope you guys have a wonderful time, wonderful day. Go see this movie this weekend. Go see it 4th of July. Go see Supergirl on 4th of July weekend as well. Go see it this weekend. Even go if you want to venture out and go see, uh, well, Jack A. Go see that too as well, and have a wonderful time. Deuces. Like and comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I didn't say that in my last video, but because the last video was mainly emotional, talking about that other movie as well.